to my channel. My name is Mandy and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. We are going to be reviewing the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell and illustrated by Danielle Noel. And I am so excited to get into this one. It's been about a month and a half since I've had it delivered to me on Amazon. And I don't know why I haven't opened it yet, but I've been so completely busy. But we're gonna dive into that here in just a little bit. But before we do that, I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit. So I said my name is Mandy. I'm one of the co-hosts for the Mystical Moon Society podcast. And you can find us here on YouTube as well under the Mystical Moon Society. We're also on Facebook and Instagram under the same name. And I co-host with two other very special spiritual women. And we go over a lot of metaphysical topics as well as witchy things, sort of like a soft guidebook into spirituality, if that's kind of your thing. So go ahead and go check us out over there. If you'd like to connect more with me one-on-one, you can find me under mystical.mandy on Instagram. But other than that, let's get into this Oracle deck. I'm so excited. Without further ado, let's do it. Okay, so here we are, the Starseed Oracle that was just released at the beginning of January by Rebecca Campbell, and the artist is Danielle Noel. I have been so excited about this collaboration ever since they announced it months ago. I think around the summer or something was when I got wind of it. Just because they have collaborated before and I absolutely fell in love with their other deck. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Work Your Light Tarot or Oracle deck, I'm sorry, by the same Rebecca Campbell, who's an author of several sort of divine feminine or sacred feminine topic books. And she's collaborated with Danielle Noel on the illustrations before. These resonated with me just right out the gate. The messages in there are so soft and feminine and empowering and beautiful, which is kind of what I love to embody. I'm a big follower of the divine feminine. I consider myself a priestess, I guess, in this lifetime. So their work just was so, it just took my breath away. So whenever I heard that they were doing the Starseed Oracle again together, I just could not wait to see what they had come up with once again, because I didn't think anything could top the Work Your Light Oracle cards. But without further ado, once again, let's go ahead and get into these. Sorry, I probably should have taken off the cellophane wrapping before I started this video. It can be a little annoying. All right, I'm gonna toss that to the side. Ooh, I can already tell that I love the packaging. That's pretty unique how it opens right here. So on Danielle Noel's Instagram a few days ago, maybe even last week, she started talking about the symbolism that they wanted to use for the cards, and they used a lot of triangles, which Rebecca Campbell is known for using in her books. Her last book that I just read, Rise, Sister, Rise, she uses a lot of the triangle symbolism going back into the divine feminine imagery. But I was reading up on her Instagram, Danielle's, and she said that they had collaborated and chosen to use sort of the mountaintop imagery to correspond with Mount Shasta, which is said to be a portal into the ancient land of Lemuria, or Mu as some people call it, which was kind of a sister to the city of Atlantis, I guess, if you want to call it that. So let's go ahead and get in here. Okay, like that. We've got the double symbolism right here. That's really nice. Okay, that's pretty easy. Very pretty inside. What does the inside say? Your heart is a portal. I don't know if you can see that. How pretty is that? Oh, there's that triangle we were talking about just now that Rebecca's famous for. Comes with the typical booklet to follow along with. We'll see in here if they do kind of what they did with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Okay, I can already tell. Oh my gosh, I love these colors. So if you're not familiar with the term starseed, starseed basically just refers to a soul calling to another star system, another galaxy. If maybe you've heard of the Pleiadian star system and you kind of get goosebumps or chills whenever anyone mentions anything like that, or like Orion's belt and you feel called to something like that, chances are that your soul has probably originated from one of these original star systems, and your soul just is kind of calling back to that time, kind of back to that energy, back to that magic that perhaps you've encountered in past lifetimes. So this Starseed Oracle, I'm going to assume, kind of heralds back to that sort of nostalgic feeling of belonging to another star system. I love these colors. A lot of pinks, blues. There's a little bit of like turquoise around here. It's really nice. Almost looks like a galaxy. We have the triangles again. The cards feel really nice. Okay. Let's see what we see. Here on the bottom, we have a new Earth. Oh, I love how Danielle Noel, the artist, just kind of gets these little motifs or these, what am I trying to say? She gets all these images and puts them together and just creates art, beautiful art. So this says, a new Earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Beautiful. Activated Earth. This one say, power, places, ley lines, trust where you're led. And again, I feel like these cards, kind of like the last that I talked about, the Work Your Light Oracle cards, kind of go based on a lot of intuition as well. Once you start getting into the descriptions, I feel like Rebecca Campbell just really wants you to connect with your heart chakra and see what emanates from there whenever you get a hold of these cards. Oh, this one's beautiful. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. How powerful is that image? That's beautiful. Oh. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So again, kind of that trust your own vibes kind of thing that I just mentioned. Look within. Look at the imagery on the card. What does it make you feel before you even read anything? Trust your intuition. Love these. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. This one is a big favorite already. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Doesn't that kind of call to you? Doesn't that look like a portal to home right there for any of you starseeds out there that might be discovering where you really come from, where your soul essence really comes from? Doesn't that kind of look like home right there? It does for me. Oh, I love that. So I have, after researching into starseeds a little more, I've discovered that colors and imagery definitely make a difference when discovering what kind of starseed you are, because there's tons of different kinds. There's people from the Pleiades, Lyrans from the Lyran star system. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any others, but I encourage you to research more. There's a ton of YouTube videos on here. Google is a great resource as well. But they say things like color, if you're attracted to light colors like these purples, pinks, blues, anything like this that's sparkly, you're probably originate from the Pleiades system. And this definitely resonates with me. Love that one. Ooh, the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. I'm feeling called to see what this one says for us in the book. Let you take a peek at that one more time. Let's see what the blue flame is. Okay. Oh, okay. I can already tell that they did so much better on this book. I wonder if they got bad feedback on the last Oracle deck they did together, the Work Your Light Oracle cards. I was so confused in the last booklet because they kind of grouped different cards together into like action cards or I don't know, like soul calling cards or something like that. And it just got confusing trying to find them in the book. So when it came time, I don't know about you, but I don't have a ton of time to be looking up meanings, especially if you're like me. I usually pull a card for myself as I'm trying to run out the door, get the kid out to school or whatever, and I want something for the day, just a little guidance. I don't have time to be looking through here or trying to find the card. Luckily, these seem to be in alphabetical order, so I really like that. There's no weird grouping, so already that's a huge plus for me. But anyway, let's get back into what the blue flame means. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. This card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of a spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate. An awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred. Give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. So that's kind of nice. And I do like, this is what she did in the other Oracle cards at her first set as well. She includes just a little invocation, a little prayer that you can do with your card. And these are, like I said earlier, these are really good cards to choose just a card of the day. Maybe one of my only complaints is she does get a little wordy, as you can see. Sometimes I'm in the mood for that. Other times, like I said, I'm going out the door and I don't want to have to read everything. So I'll usually just skip to over here, be like, okay, this is the meat of what I need to know out of all of this. So this is really good to have. It's just kind of a skip to the end kind of thing. And I like that, but so far so good. The cards feel really good. They're not flimsy. They're good card stock. They're not very thick. They are pretty thin, but overall, no complaints right now. Let's go ahead and keep going. All right, Breath of the Cosmos, another pretty one by Danielle Noel. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So the artist, Danielle Noel, I just discovered she actually has done 2 tarot decks, and they look absolutely beautiful. I think one is called the Moonchild Tarot, and the other one's called the Starchild Tarot. And they look similar, but you can obviously tell there's differences. They're a little on the pricier point. I think they start around $60. I don't have any yet. They're definitely on my wish list, but I have heard so many great compliments for those. So if you're looking for actual tarot decks with the same kind of imagery, go ahead and look up Danielle Noel on her Instagram, because she definitely has the links to go check those out. Let me know in the comments below if you have those cards already and how you feel about them. I'd love to get reviews on those before I actually spend the money on them. All right, this one's called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Yes, it is. Look at her going through another kind of portal imagery. There are a lot of those in here. Ooh, this one's pretty. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. I just feel like any of these could be artwork hanging up on my wall here at the house. Like any one of these, I would just love to have in a huge print. Just simply gorgeous. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Ooh, I like that. Make your life a moving prayer. I found that working with her first Oracle deck, I really enjoyed using these with regular tarot decks, kind of as clarifiers. They kind of soften your reading, as you can tell, all the feminine imagery. I don't think the last set of cards had any male figures in them whatsoever. I'm kind of guessing this one doesn't either. So this is definitely, if you're wanting to connect to the heart chakra, you're wanting more love, self-love in your life, you have been called to follow that divine feminine energy, sacred feminine energy, this is going to be the deck for you. If you want something a little more blunt, not so flowery, literally and figuratively, this isn't going to be the deck for you. You're going to want something a little more hard-hitting. But Rebecca Campbell gets to the heart of a woman, and she stays there, and she likes to just meander a little bit in there and really get the essence of you. Her book, I think this is her latest book, and I need to go back and get her other one, but this book has just been one of my favorites to read and reread. The way she writes this, it's just really quick chapters. Like some of the chapters are only 2 pages, and she has beautiful prayers that are in here out of nowhere. It's almost like reading poetry, but just in the feminine form. And so if you're looking to connect also, like I said before, with that divine feminine self, Rebecca Campbell is your author. She just gets to the heart of you instantaneously. And I definitely recommend this book if that's kind of the life journey, life path that you find yourself on right now. All right, let's keep going. Okay, this one that I just showed with all the flowers, the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Beautiful. Cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Look at that. That has the Tower card tarot vibes all over it. Cracked open, but obviously with a little bit of a softer touch to it. I love that. Let's read what she says about this one too. I'm curious. All right. I'm gonna make sure that it is alphabetical. Yes, it is. Yay. Okay. Set that up right here. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home, into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times to help us grow in leaps and bounds, and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurt happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you to open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you let life crack you open? So again, she gets a little flowery in the detail of the message. But again, if you just want to go to the heart of the message, just go to the end. She usually has one of these little blurbs in there, and it just gets it in there real fast. Oh, beautiful though. Oh my gosh. I love these colors. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So I haven't heard of Arcturus, but I'm going to assume that's another starseed civilization, star system. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get these up here. Look at this. Look at her. That is simply beautiful. So angelic. It's almost like you can hear the melody, the song, the soft music, soft angelic melodies playing here in the hallway that she's in. And that's the talent of Danielle Noel, taking all these images, putting them together and just creating something like this. It's so soft and warm and inviting. Oh, I love it. I want to visit here on vacation. This looks amazing. Double mission, another beautiful one. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. Yes, yes, yes. Love that message. So peaceful. Oh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight after reading these. I can't wait to do a reading with one of these. Oh my gosh. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slowed down. Time in nature. How many of us need that message? A bunch of us, I would think. Beautiful. Ooh, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Look at her taking that plunge straight from the heavens down into the earth, where I'm sure a lot of our souls probably look like this as we were coming down to be incarnated again in this lifetime. That resonates. I like that one. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. That almost has that womb energy, being birthed into the world, being a part of the world, but not of it. Love that. Empathic Starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Love that. What a good message. Okay, there's a ton of cards in here, so I don't want to go through all of them, because then this video is going to be way too long, and all I'm going to be saying is, oh my god, these are beautiful, because they all are. Okay, this one's a little different. The Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. These cards definitely are different than the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I think these are both going to work well together. I'm going to try to do some readings with these soon. I like this a lot. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Ooh, okay. This might be the last one that I read from the book, but I'm curious about this one, because that term, the fated life versus the destiny life, I need to know what that means. Okay. I remember. Let's go ahead and search in here. Does anybody else ever find themselves doing the ABCs when they're having to look through their booklets like this? I'm like, ABCD. Okay, maybe that's just me. All right, let's see. See if we can get this one. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. Oh, I believe that. I just got chills. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses. Ooh. And it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life. To trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his life or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. Starseed Soul Inquiry. What are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? I like this. I've definitely used her last Oracle deck as a meditation tool as well. I was trying to connect more to my feminine energy. And so these little inquiries, these questions that she asks, it's not just prayers in the book. I would sit there and think about it. And I kind of led me onto the journey of talking to my guides as well, which was a really nice thing to do, to just kind of remind myself that I'm not alone, that my soul did choose to reincarnate here for a purpose here in this earth school. And so I do like that about Rebecca Campbell. She definitely has us asking the bigger questions. I like that. Liking the booklet so far too. Feels like a typical little Oracle card booklet. I don't know if I really love how long the messages are, but I'm pretty sure I'll get over it. Ooh, I'm sorry, defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. Look at the imagery on this one. I'm sorry. Wow, how beautiful is that? Ooh, I love that. There's a lot of earth energy in here. I can see what Danielle Noel was talking about on her Instagram about connecting to that Lemurian starseed kind of imagery. A lot of earth. Beautiful, magical earth places, caves, mountains. Ooh, another starseed system, Andromeda. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure. Say yes to change. Say yes. Ooh, it almost looks like an eye, doesn't it? Like the universal eye. Ooh, karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Oh, I want this. I have got to go see on Danielle's art page and see if she has this one as a print that I can buy. Lifting the veil. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I want this so bad. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Yes. Loosen your grip. Like that too. Lost lands. This kind of has Atlantis vibes to it. Underwater. Broken down statues. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you've been here before? Do you feel tired? Do you feel Like there's got to be more than this. Like you've experienced more than this before, maybe. Maybe you're having dreams about it right now as more and more souls are starting to wake up. Does this resonate with you? It resonates with me, definitely. I love these. Beautiful cards. I'll just keep going through these. Oh my goodness, look at this one. The Seven Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. Beautiful. Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. Look a little deeper. And here we have the pyramids with those 3 stars right above. A lot of beautiful imagery. Definitely, we've got a lot of alien, hidden kind of symbols in here too. The pyramids being definitely a conspiracy theory or an alien theory that a lot of people have, that the pyramids were created by aliens or star seeds from a different star system. And here we have those beautiful lights above it, those stars guiding the way home. Star bathing. Oh, I like that term, star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Star bathing, that just sounds fun. Oh, here we have some male energy in here. That's something I saw in the last Work Your Light Oracle deck that she did. We have Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. More Egyptian energy, imagery. Not by coincidence. Definitely love that. Star family. Oh, wow, it looks like a lot of little souls coming down. We're shooting out. I think of like a big star, like the sun. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Definitely not alone. There are so many people that feel called to these different star systems and they don't even know why. They might have dreams of a distant land that they've never encountered before and they wonder why they just had this weird sci-fi dream, but it's home. It's calling you. It's wanting to connect with you. It's your people. Ooh, more Egyptian energy, Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Wow. How does this one connect with you? Does anyone really feel connected to ancient Egypt? Have you been there before? It's definitely on my bucket list. I would love to head out there and see all the sacred sites and see the pyramids. Ooh, surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Okay, if there was ever a card that's mine, this is my card. I'm a Libra sign, which means Venus is my ruling planet, and I am all about love and pinks, and I have so much rose quartz all over my house, it's not even funny. And I'm all about, what does it say? Make love to life. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, connecting to that feminine energy. I'm definitely making love to life. Love it. Love, 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 love. Ooh, okay, this one is not so pink and blue and airy and feminine. This is black and dark and got my attention instantly. It says the void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. Look at that. The void. That's definitely a big departure to the rest of the theme of these cards, isn't it? Like that. We have weight. More beautiful imagery. Like that. Water your garden. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. How many portals have we seen in this deck so far? So interesting. Definitely being called. Look at those stars or planets aligned into the portal too. The statues each have their own adorning light, kind of like that wisdom shooting down from the cosmos into the gods, relaying messages to those who follow. Beautiful. Ooh, this is relaxing. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. I'm going to take this one literally, as in literally get yourself into like an Epsom salt bath and let it go. Let all of it go. It's not yours to carry. You don't own it. It's not yours. Cut the cord. Be done with it. Live your best life. Oh, we have some whales in here. Whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. That's so funny. I have been bombarded today with these metaphysical videos. I don't even know how some of them got into my suggestion things on YouTube, but it was talking about frequency of sound and how our life is literally sound, and how each dimension that we can get to has its own unique frequency sound. And someone mentioned that the frequency sound for the earth plane is thunder. That's so interesting. What do you think about that? Does that resonate to you? Does this earthly plane, if you had to think of a sound for it, would it be thunder? Maybe so. You got the love. Oh, we have another guy imagery in here mixed in with some women. You got the love. Hadarian energy. I hope I'm saying that right. Codependency, boundaries. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. I love the messages in here. Just keep talking about, even though you might feel outside of the group, which a lot of starseeds have described, that feeling that this just doesn't feel like home. These people don't feel like home. You feel strange. You feel like a fish out of water. And this one is letting you know you are not alone. There are so many people out there that feel the same way right now as the earth is elevating into that 5D energy everyone's been talking about for the past year or so. The energy here is definitely changing. We can all feel it. Even people who aren't spiritually awake yet, they can feel it too. They can tell something's going on. We had the Me Too movement, a couple of years ago. Then we can see proof that the patriarchy is starting to crumble. Feminine energy is rising. Masculine, divine masculine energy is rising as well to help the feminine to rise. It's a different time. Change is happening, and change can feel lonely sometimes. You don't know where to go. You don't know who to follow, but I love the messages in these cards already because it's letting you know you are not alone. And you're also not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. What a great little segue. And so true. Yep. Embrace your weirdness. So the last two we have is Your Life as a Canvas and Hira F. I have no idea how to say this. I've never heard of this word. Have you? It says, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah. Definitely feel that. Your Life as a Canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, okay. I can tell you that the energy on these cards is very grounding in a good way, not heavy, very light and airy. Some darker image cards that definitely make it even more grounded, which I love, because the last deck, I'll show you the Work Your Light Oracle cards real quick, because I wasn't able to make a video on those when I got them last year. But I'll just let you see kind of the difference. So again, with the same kind of pinks, blues, more flowers. There was a lot of rose energy in this one. More of the triangles, still with the portal kind of thing. It kind of touched on star seeds a little bit, but I feel like it connected more to feminine energy than anything. When the first card you see is Lemuria, like we were just talking about. Seems like Rebecca Campbell definitely recalls her past lives, maybe as a priestess in Lemuria. If you've ever heard of Lemurian crystals, I do not own any. I wish I did. Hopefully those will come into my life soon. That's said to be extremely powerful, magical record keepers from ancient times of Lemuria, and letting us know ancient wisdom that needs to be revealed to us today. That's going to help guide us into the age of Aquarius. So, boundaries, kind of like the same message we got with the Starseed Oracle. More of that ancient Egyptian vibe. These cards definitely aren't as cosmic or have galaxy imagery as much as the last cards. Let me see. This one does a little bit, I guess. Birthing a new age. But you see how they still kind of have, like, you can tell these are sister decks almost. But here's what I was talking about. A lot of that rose energy. A lot of womb energy. This is a really nice card, Awakening. Let me see. Oh, this was a good one. Another one like the Tower card, like we had in that deck, in this Starseed Oracle deck. This is the kind of the Tower card for this deck. I like this one. And this is what I've noticed in the Starseed Oracle deck. It didn't have any very blunt cards kind of like this one. This one just says, yes. That's pretty to the point. I like it. But still we have the pyramid or mountain-shaped imagery. Portal energy. I think this is probably my absolute favorite card in this deck. I pulled this one so many times last year. It wasn't even funny. What does it say? The Ever Unfolding Rose. It says, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And there was a cracked open card in the Starseed Oracle deck too. But this one is definitely more on the feminine vibes rather than the Starseed vibes. Way more getting into your feminine energy than anything. Let me see. Oh, here we go. In the Work Your Light Oracle cards, they had the Starseed card, but this was the only time they touched on it. Starseed, what lights you up? So, here's the Work Your Light Oracle cards that was the first deck that Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel collaborated on. Then we have the Starseed one, and you can tell they look so similar, but enough subtle differences that you can tell the difference. These are the Starseed Oracle cards, like that. And this is the back of the Work Your Light Oracle cards. So Work Your Light Oracle cards is this one, and then we have the Starseed cards. So this is the back of these. So I encourage getting both decks. I think they're really good. They both have different messages, different imagery. Again, I feel like Rebecca wants you to rely on the imagery, what your intuition tells you, rather than what just the booklet says to you. I will say I was annoyed with the Work Your Light Oracle card booklet just because it has different sections and you've got to play Where's Waldo with your card to find it in here. But they corrected it here with the Starseed Oracle. This is all alphabetical. The descriptions are still a little lengthy, and honestly, I'm not surprised because Rebecca is an excellent author. She is very good with words. But in my opinion, she probably gets a little too wordy in the the booklets. This one's probably a little bit bigger than her first one. So yeah, you can tell, a little more wordy. But I like the boxing also for the Work Your Light Oracle deck, because she likes to just pop in these really pretty messages. You are the Oracle. She says it again here. Just beautiful. They photograph beautifully if you're wanting to put these on your Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that. You get some natural light on them and it does the work for you. They're absolutely gorgeous. Cannot get enough of Danielle Noel's artwork. I'm so happy I found her, and I'm so happy I found Rebecca Campbell. And once again, if you're looking for her books, I think she also, what is one of her first books? Rebecca Campbell wrote Light is the New Black, I think, and that's going to be one of the next books I get of hers, because I absolutely enjoyed this book. So that's about it for my review. So sorry this video lasted a little longer than I intended it to, but if you liked it, if you like to see more content like this, do me a big favor and just hit that like button on the video at this time. Hit subscribe if you feel so inclined to. I appreciate all of your support, and I look forward to doing another one of these soon. Thank you so much, and take care.